Okay everyone, so there's a fish I want to show you guys. Definitely not the easiest fish to catch on camera. Real quick, look at her. But yeah, there's a fish I want to show you guys. I never caught this fish on camera before. And let's see if I could do it today. And right there in the corner, I'll take it slow, that green guy, very beautiful fish. I have two of them. Right here is the male to the left, showing intense color. And to the right we have the female. For a female, she definitely has a lot of color, but the male is the main star. And I could never get this guy on camera because these fish are, as you can see, extremely shy. Now, this tank is a 125-gallon aquarium. It goes by many names. I called this my miscellaneous aquarium. I called it my growl tank. And now this tank is officially my shy aquarium. Hey everyone, this is DWS Darius and welcome to another day in the fish room. So earlier, that unboxing, hopefully those fish that I unboxed will help this aquarium. I'll talk about that a little bit later. A few other things I want to talk about. So in my last video, if you saw that, I mentioned how I put this red devil in this tank, gave him a female. At first he was being terribly aggressive, but I'm seeing some progress. First of all, the female, she's out and about. Before she was hiding, she's coming out a lot more. This guy, his head is getting bigger, which is definitely a good sign. Fingers crossed that eventually they learn to work that out. Besides that, I also told you guys that in this aquarium, this big guy was being very aggressive towards these smaller peacock bass. I put up this piece of log because usually these fish are afraid of it. And so far so good, this guy is still alive. These two are the same species, you know, fish of the same species are very aggressive towards each other. So he was almost killed by this guy, but he's saved because of this heroic piece of driftwood. I also want to take this time to point out this fish right here. This fish is about 10 inches. It is a female now tilapia. Now, normally the females don't really show a lot of color, but I have 3 females and she's currently the most dominant, so she's showing a little bit of male colorations. I paid $1 for this fish and it's just an absolute gorgeous fish. Extremely beautiful, and even though you saw it chasing these other tilapia around, definitely nowhere near as aggressive as some of these other fish in this tank. These tilapia get picked on by peacock bass, so you know peacock bass are very peaceful cichlids for the most part. That just shows you how peaceful these now tilapia are. So once again, $1 for this fish, so beautiful, and she's still going to get bigger. So yeah, the main topic of this video is this aquarium right here. Now really quickly, look at the fish right there in the center. I'm like extremely far back, but the fish right there in the center, that is one of the most beautiful fish I own, and you guys never see it because they're just so shy. That's a male Cuban cichlid. Right behind him is the one I tried to show you earlier, my green Mesoharis ornatus. Let me try to take a few steps up. Look at that. Such beautiful fish, and I never get to show you guys these fish. Yeah, I myself, well, sometimes I could come and they do come out, but for the most part they definitely are not as active as I would like. So earlier today you saw me unbox some fish, and that is my attempt to bring some life to this aquarium, to make these fish more confident. Look at the severum back there. Some of you guys probably never even knew I had that fish. So yeah, all the fish in this tank are extremely shy. Now there's a number of reasons why they could be shy, but the reason why I believe so is because they are all following one fish, the biggest fish in the aquarium, my clown loach. So underneath this rock, you can't, oh, she's out. Look at that. That is a 10-inch clown loach, the biggest fish in the aquarium, and I believe that because the fish has the biggest size, these smaller fish naturally follow. Even though these guys are more aggressive, they still naturally follow the largest fish in the tank. And if you know clown loaches, you know that these fish are just extremely shy. In fact, the bigger clown loaches get, the more shy they become. So this clown loach, being the biggest fish in the aquarium, likes to spend a lot of time hiding. Sometimes it does come out to eat and to just swim around, but for the most part it likes to hide. And I think that's the reason why all these other fish in the tank are hiding as well. We have a silver datinoid back there, another fish that you guys never get to see. because this is my shy tank. Now somebody might say, why not just take out the decorations? If I take out the decorations, no doubt I'm going to see these fish, but I believe that they're going to be very uncomfortable, and my main priority is to make a tank that's comfortable for both me and my fish. So I definitely got to make the tank suitable for my fish because they're the ones living in an aquarium. If I do take out all these rocks, the clown loaches most likely will choose one corner and pile up. I also have a big catfish that acts just like a clown loach, so he's going to pile up with them. The cichlids, they're going to swim around. I'm probably going to get a better response from the cichlids, but the clown loaches, they're going to just be living in hell pretty much because they're used to living with these setups. I've been growing these guys out for years. My biggest one, I think I had him for 7 or 8 years, and all the time I've been keeping him, he's been having hiding spots, and if I go and just take away his hiding spot, it's definitely going to have a huge impact on him. Look at this guy, gorgeous. And I think I'm definitely going to lose a lot of character and just behavior, and I think the uniqueness of clown loaches, I'm going to lose it by putting them in that new setup. Check out this here Severum. Sorry guys, I just keep getting distracted because once again, this tank is my shy tank and I rarely see these fish. So it's definitely awesome to see how beautiful they are. But yeah, so when it comes to the decorations, taking out the decorations is not an option for me for 2 reasons. One, like I said, the fish, I got to make it comfortable for them, and 2, I just love my aquariums with their decorations. That's part of my joy in this hobby, being able to create these natural aquascapes and just make a habitat for my fish. So I prefer the tank looking as natural as possible. That's why I have the wood, that's why I have the rocks, that's why I have the roots. So being that I don't plan on taking out any of these decorations, the only thing left for me to do is to try to work with the fish. So back to the reason why these guys are shy. I told you guys, I believe it's because they're following my clown loach. Initially when I set up this tank, the clown loaches were the only fish in this aquarium. If you follow the channel, you know this tank used to be an African cichlid tank. Okay everyone, so this is the last tank in the fish room, and it is my 125 gallon African cichlid tank. I sold the African cichlids and the clown loaches were still in this aquarium, and then I slowly added these Central and South American cichlids. So these guys slowly came into the tank. When they came into the tank, the clown loaches were already in the aquarium. We all know clown loaches are very shy fish, so they come in, they're small, clown loaches are big, and they just immediately go in, do what everybody else is doing. Maybe the clown loaches are hiding for a good reason, and that's the reason why I believe all these fish are shy. They're all just following the leader. Here's a look at the doveye. So this doveye, as I said in the last video, I do believe it is a female, and that's because if you look at the bar, that little vertical bar, males will have spots above the bar, females won't. So she's definitely looking like a female. But yeah, I added these fish into the tank and they're following the example of the clown loach, and I believe that's the reason why this tank is just a ghost town. So my solution, my way of combating this, is by adding fish that just don't play by the same rules. Cichlids, they're very smart fish, and that's the reason why I have a shy tank. They're smart, they see the clown loaches hiding, and they say they're going to stay safe, they're going to hide as well. So my solution to this problem is to find a fish that's not so smart, or at least not smart in the same way. These cichlids, their smartness allows them to hide when they see danger. I need a fish that's going to be smart in a way that's going to make them run instead of hiding. And that's what brings us to today's unboxing. So earlier today you saw me unbox, the first fish was just a little special fish, just that doesn't count, so that's going to be a little secret. But the main fish of this unboxing are my 6 filament barbs. So these right here are filamentosa barbs. I have 3 of them in this bag, and then I have another bag with 3 more. Barbs are like my second favorite group of fish. My favorite group of fish are cichlids, of course, but these got to be my second favorite just because there's so many different types. They have amazing colors, and mainly because these fish don't hide. So you have fish that, like cichlids, loaches, dadnoids, all the fish in this tank, they rely on hiding for their defense. When they're afraid, when they're threatened, they hide. Barbs, when they're threatened, they run. In aquariums, they really don't have any place to run to. So that makes them perfect for dither fish in your tank. So that means all the times I came to this tank and I approached it and all my cichlids went running away, the barbs, they're going to stay out. Maybe they'll go to the other side of the tank, but they're going to stay out and that behavior of them always being out, no doubt is going to rub off on these other fish. So right now these fish are about 3 inches, so their effect in this aquarium isn't going to be that significant yet. But these barbs could reach up to 6 inches. So imagine 6 of these filament barbs, 6 inches long, swimming back and forth. No doubt it's definitely going to have a huge impact on all these other fish. Imagine during feeding time. Barbs are some of the most energetic fish, especially when you feed them. When they're feeding and I have this feed and frisbee going on, it's definitely going to rub off on these other fish, make them think that they're missing out, encourage them to come out more. And I definitely believe that these barbs are going to wake up this tank. So yeah, everyone, that's my plan to bring back life into this aquarium, to make all the colorful fish that you don't see come out. And let me just give you guys a run through of the fish that are in this tank. So we have a Severum, you can see back there in the shadows. We have my silver datinoid back there. We have my Geophagus brasiliensis. I give credit to this fish because he never hides. Maybe because he's low ranking, so maybe they're not letting him hide. Up there, we have the female Dovai. We have these clown loaches, my biggest right here. We have about 6 of them under this rock. We also have a big-eyed catfish back there. We have a inlet chair-eye bitcher back there. We have 2 plecos, male and female. We have female green terror over here. We have a jaguar, she's about 4 inches, female. We have my Cuban cichlid behind this rock, he's about 5 inches. And then we have a big old oh no, this is the Cuban over here. And then we have an 8-inch Viejas in the spillum, very colorful fish. Definitely the biggest cichlid in this tank at about 8 inches, and it's behind this rock as well. So once I get my school of filament barbs in this aquarium, imagine the color show that we're gonna see. Definitely gonna look very awesome. Definitely gonna look very amazing. So yeah, everyone, all that time just to tell you guys, I bought some ditherfish. Now I gotta be honest with you guys, the reality of this purchase is pretty much just me being addicted to fish, because over here I have plywood. I plan on building a large aquarium. When that tank is built, these fish will go into the large tank. This tank will be empty. The inhabitants of my 210 and the inhabitants of this tank will be going into this aquarium. So I just bought ditherfish for a temporal aquarium. Now I told myself that for the new year I wasn't going to buy any other fish besides this one until I get my new tank built. Today I just unboxed 7 more fish. Let me know in the comment section below if the story about using those fish as ditherfish is a good enough excuse.